The Cale
and
Zack
Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Alright, hey guys. Welcome to episode 27 of the pod. Here we have Ben, the environmental scientist.
Yeah,
Thanks
An expert in the field.
Yeah, thanks for coming on today.
that's where we are right now, actually.
We're in the wilderness.
In the wilderness.
Oh,
We're actually...
really
we're
bored. It's
Yeah.
the hay fever.
So we're near Ben's house. He lives out in a hut in the middle of the Australian outback.
Yeah,
Right here.
Bunyip Creek. That's where we are.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you actually tell us a little bit about the landscape? Oh my, is that your...
It's
Dude,
the native
what was
kookaburra.
that? Is that a kookaburra?
Maybe a
There's a
monkey or-
koala.
A koala.
Yeah.
The scream of a koala.
Yeah, it's got
it must be
cl-
mating season.
It's got chlamydia. That's why. Alright.
Can you actually get chlamydia from a koala?
I don't think you can.
Because they all have chlamydia. don't
Like
they?
if it scratches you, are you now infected?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
You're the expert.
Oh,
You're the expert in this field.
maybe. Probably not.
What the hell?
No,
So
I don't know.
don't bank your hopes
I
on
don't know.
it.
It's probably like a different
Strain.
Yeah, strain
Mm.
of chlamydia.
Yeah, right.
Do they all have chlamydia?
Oh, yeah, 50-50.
What about the ones in captivity? Do they have chlamydia or not?
Yeah, well, it's like, it's in their genes.
I've never seen a koala wear jeans.
No, you know
Wow,
what I mean.
That was bad.
It's pretty good.
If
Yeah,
you had
well.
chlamydia, could you give it to a koala?
It depends how horny you were. Like, if you really wanted to fuck a koala. Wait, how do you actually get chlamydia, by the way?
Sex.
No, but like, is it like an open wound? or
Yeah, like
something?
if you just
No.
like touch it on, like if you just grab it with
No,
your
it's
hand.
like a
it's from
gun.
Get
it's
it
from
up.
like pelvic region, like through the skin, because the skin's like porous.
So if you
Like, it's
say
like-
if you
it's like,
turkey slap someone and you have chlamydia.
No, but
Good.
it has to be your pelvic region on their pelvic region.
Oh,
Yeah, it has to
pelvic
be.
to pelvic.
Or like mouth, like oral. I'm pretty sure as well.
Whoa,
Oh.
nah.
I don't think you can get chlamydia from kissing though.
No.
No, I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
so.
Imagine that.
Well, wait, maybe you could. If
Or
you-
like oral sex, I think.
if you would,
but like not.
yeah, oral sex and then kiss someone,
Oh.
and then
That's
that person
fast.
kisses another person. That's how it gets spread.
Damn, sounds like a good Metro's night.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, tell us about how was your uni degree? Was it good?
Yeah, it was
Enjoy it.
pretty good.
So you did
Yeah.
environmental science.
I did. I have a bachelor's degree of environmental science.
So you are an environmental scientist.
Correct.
Ah.
I'm an environmental scientist. So scientist of the environment.
What's the process? What do you learn throughout it?
Many things.
Plant, animals.
I don't know.
Is it just like studying plants and animals, or is there more to it?
Yeah, a bit of soil stuff as well. Like
What's your
water.
favorite type of dirt?
Probably a loamy soil.
Loam. That's mine as well.
Yeah.
Mine's loam.
Like a sandy loam.
I don't know any of
Mine's
those.
loam.
Like, you can get clay loams.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's my favorite's loam.
Loam's like, it's like texture. Like, we
It just feels good.
yeah, you had to do like a whole course on like all this. I forgot what it was called. But anyway, it's like different like just all the sand and stuff. Like to know what it is, like there's like a texture test and like a color test and everything
Really?
to know what it is.
Oh, so it's almost like the Is that like an exam? They put different soils in front of you.
Pretty
You have to
much.
like touch it
Like
and say what it is.
Yeah, but there's like a different texture. You got
Taste
this-
it or
if you want.
Do they try to bait you out?
it's like MasterChef mystery
mean?
box.
Do they make like
kind of
fake
challenge.
soil and they're like, what is it?
Like, how do you make fake soil?
Oobleck.
Like kinetic sand.
What's oobleck?
kinetic sand?
What about that? What? What's kinetic sand?
It's like the sand that's like really
It's
like
like
it holds
water.
its
where
it holds
moves?
its structure.
Where it
Oh,
moves.
never mind.
It's like water.
I thought there was
That's
one that's
oobleck.
like,
That's oobleck.
yeah.
What is oobleck?
Oobleck's the liquid that becomes
It's like a
solid.
liquid, and then like you slap it and it goes hard.
How has oobleck popped up into our podcast?
Yeah, oobleck's very common in our podcast.
I've
It keeps
never
popping
heard
up.
Oobleck before.
It's
How do you
like,
spell it? Double
O
O.
O B L E
It's
K.
a Newtonian fluid,
Okay.
so it becomes solid. Huh? It is, I think.
All right.
But it
does that
becomes
mean?
it becomes a solid when
Yeah, what
it's
is
like kinetic energy
Newtonian
is put
fluid?
into it.
Why does it have to do with
Oh,
Newton?
Doctor.
Just Newton's law.
Do you know Newton's law?
Yeah, the third one.
Do you actually?
Do you actually know it?
No.
It's something about an immovable object.
Yeah. Oh, so I was on the right track. So
Every reaction has an equal and opposite reaction.
yeah.
That's one of them.
So the kinetic force. That's one of them. Yeah.
Is that Newton's laws?
Yeah.
Inertia. That's all I remember. But Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's jump on. You are a well-travelled man. Planning on travelling in the future?
Correct.
Back
I actually
to
had an
Canada?
interview this morning for Canada.
Did you?
Yeah. It went
What?
well.
For a
Wait, just
lifty job?
Yeah, for a lifty job at
Nice.
a place called Big White.
What's a lifty job?
Like you
Like a
just
lift
ski,
operator.
You literally just help
Ah.
people on. You
It's
help
like-
like retards that can't ski onto like the lift.
Yeah.
You allowed to say that word?
Can't say it on the podcast, mate.
Tards.
Tisms.
Tisms, yeah.
Yeah. No, I had an interview this morning, but I think I went pretty well. Except like she's like asked like, "Oh, what are your strengths and weaknesses?" I
Yeah.
think that gets everyone. And
What
I
do you
just-
say?
What do you say?
You just say,
I didn't do any weaknesses. I just couldn't think. I was like,
Old strength.
You did old
think.
strength.
I couldn't think.
You're just like, I'm so good at standing
No,
still
I actually
for
couldn't think.
hours
I was
upon
like-
hours.
I was just like, I was like, these are my strengths, and then weaknesses, and I just sat there and laughed, and then I was like, I can't think of anything.
That's good.
But it's not good. It's like, I don't even know. It's a lifty job.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be.
Maybe she
that.
thinks you're not self-aware to know that you have any weaknesses.
Just say I'm not.
Have you
self-aware.
done a lifty job before?
No. I was a line cook at the last one.
Really?
Yeah, that was
Chef.
shit. It's just
What-
greasy and.
Was the food
fried.
good?
Yeah.
No. I was cooking it. It wasn't good. Oh, like, when you like did your own stuff, like it was good. Like,
And this is in Canada.
yeah, like we would get all like the regulars, like all the staff come through, and like by the end we had our own like secret menu going.
Oh.
A secret menu.
Yeah, so like they would ask for, I forgot what it was called. It was pretty disgusting though. It was just like, it's like got this thing called a poutine.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
They're actually pretty good.
Isn't that
is
like
it?
gravy
It's
and
like
cheese
chips,
and chips?
gravy
Oh.
and chips. But there's like so many different types. I only know how to make that one. But by the end it would be a hangover poutine, which is like it would just be chips, bit of gravy, chopped up bacon and egg, and then cooked up. It was actually quite.
It actually
nice.
sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
but there's some pretty like disgusting ones.
Oh.
Like there's
What was
like
that?
there's
Bird?
yeah, it's
What type?
wattlebird.
Wattlebird.
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you've also been to Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica, yeah.
Save the turtles.
Well,
Yeah.
so you... Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll start. So you first, we left
From the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning. The first
You guys
travel.
went to New Zealand
Zealand.
together.
On the
That's where this journey began.
12th of July 2022.
22.
22, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had issues with Qantas because we didn't know what flight we're getting on.
Oh, yeah.
Then our parents stormed in and were like,
And
"Don't-
Save the day.
They actually did.
Really?
Yeah.
don't break that."
Mummy and Daddy came to the rescue.
Yeah. No, his mum was all fired up.
Yeah, my mum actually did. My mum was like, these
Like,
boys are
"What
getting
son-"
on a flight.
It's like,
Really?
my son's going to get onto a flight. And just
Yeah.
like using
Because the flights were so shit.
Just
Because it was like,
slapping the
it was like
table.
right after like she was like she literally went up and was like, I want to speak to a manager. Like did
Wow,
that.
full
yeah.
Karen mode.
Full Karen.
Sometimes you need a Karen.
It was crazy. It worked.
Karens get a lot
She
of
got
hate,
some.
but sometimes, like, you know, sometimes you need a Karen in your life.
Do you know? Actually, I was listening to another podcast, not yours.
Wow.
But
Wow.
how was how often do you like see someone who's born now who can't you fuck with.
Zach just threw a bug onto Ben.
It was actually a caterpillar. Ben has a phobia of caterpillars.
Do you have a phobia of caterpillars? Just all the legs
not
and the
like-
hair.
It's not as bad anymore, but I still
It's still there.
yeah. Oh, there's a big spider there. See it?
What is that? Wolf spider?
Yeah, no, look under that stick.
I'll get it on the stick to show everyone.
It's right underneath.
Yeah, that's it. Is this it's not huge. Oh god,
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
gone.
huntsman. Yeah,
it's gone.
Australia for you.
Yeah, Australia out here by the creek.
By the
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Lots of wildlife.
the billabong.
What are we talking about?
Well, you were talking about something.
we started about the New Zealand.
Oh
journey.
yeah, so yeah, we got on the flight, got to New Zealand.
It was freezing.
It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty cold. When we first got there, it was the coldest that it was the whole time.
You struggle with temperatures.
No, I'm pretty good with the cold.
Yeah, he does.
No, with heat. With heat, I struggle with.
Well, it sounds
The
like you
cold,
struggle
right.
with everything.
No.
Just a
Yeah,
little.
a little bit. But
Yeah.
I'm better with the cold. But
Yeah,
it was
it
freezing
wa- it
when
was
we first
cold.
got there.
Um,
Me and Ben, we were like 3 weeks in. I was like, I've never seen my penis so small.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, like literally,
legit.
it was so because we. It was so
Like
bad.
fact.
It was freezing. Like
Legit.
you never got
Tiny
warm.
penis.
No, because the house.
Wait,
were
like
we were in-
you're saying legit, like his penis. You've never seen his penis that small either.
No, like I was in the same circumstance. Like, I hope Mum doesn't listen to this. You know how she's like, I really want to listen to your podcast. But yeah,
Give us like finger length. How small was your penis?
Zach. You go first. I'm not saying that.
Should we start?
Yeah.
And then it gets into the short regions, but yeah.
No, it's because our house didn't have any heating. Like we had
Yeah.
all of the heating we had was a fire, and that was it.
And it was also like an
Did it
added-on
struggle
part to the house.
Did it struggle to grow back or?
No, it acclimatized. It
Yeah.
acclimatized well.
Right.
But the first
Did.
like few weeks,
After it
struggling.
was probably a month or so.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. It was scary.
Just embarrassing.
I thought I was done for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
oh
I
no.
wonder if people in colder climates are just like naturally have smaller.
We could look it up.
I know.
It's like yeah. Some people were. Do you know how some people? Yeah, people adapt to different climates. And shit.
From environmental science.
Environmental
That's a good insight.
No, it's like it's a
That's elite.
surface area to volume thing. This is actually like it's like do you know how do you know desert animals they have bigger ears?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have a bigger surface area to release more of the heat. So
Ah.
elephants, they have a
Massive schlong.
yeah,
They do.
they do, and like whales, but yeah, it's like surface area to volume ratio. But it's like you want to cold environments, you want to keep a lot of heat. That's why you have lots of like big animals, so trying to retain their heat.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah, if that makes sense. I think yeah.
So the
Along
big,
those
so
lines.
you get bigger animals in
Colder
colder
environment.
environments.
Yeah, it is.
But
a
then
bit
why
strange.
elephants
Is that
in Africa?
is it bigger just because they have like they try to put like fat on? To
Yeah,
stay
as
warm?
well as that, yeah, and the fat and fur. But yeah, lots of desert mammals like in Australia. They're like
Skinny,
Tiny.
very small
gaunt.
because they're trying to get rid of a lot of heat. If they had that much of that much volume, they're using up
overheat.
so much energy
Yeah.
to like function and stuff. That's why there's small, big surface area like ears and like under the legs and stuff. Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yep.
Interesting.
All right.
But yeah.
We got off topic pretty
Alright,
easy.
so
All right.
New Zealand.
That's alright.
You have a martial, aren't you?
New Zealand.
No,
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's
just
New
a-
He's
Zealand.
not. He's Australian. He doesn't.
it's just
I know
a
it doesn't-
fly.
He's not bothered.
Is that
by
not a martial
fly.
art?
It's just a fly.
It's a fly.
There's another
Oh.
one. Alright. Oh. Yeah, New Zealand. Yeah, so we got there. Moved in with Nelly and Ray.
Shout out Nelly and Ray.
Shout out Nelly and Ray if you're listening. Possibly not. Yeah, it was cool. Very small town, like hour east of Christchurch. Then we
Is this meth van?
yeah,
Yeah,
meth,
meth van.
the meth van.
Yeah. It's
Then-
a farming town, so there's like nothing there.
Whoa! What a landing.
Quack.
Ducks just came skinning in behind us.
Yeah. We're in the middle of nowhere, that's why. There's so many ducks.
Yeah, right below Mount Hart.
Mount Hart,
Went
yeah.
skiing a fair bit.
It was kind of cool. What's a group of ducks called? Do you know that's a gaggle of
A
geese?
gaggle of geese.
Gaggle
Yeah.
of...
Well, they're coming for us.
Is it a gang?
I
It's
don't
not
know.
a gang of ducks.
Yeah. Sounds cool.
What are they doing?
Sex. It's main season.
Man season.
Yeah.
yeah.
So we worked at the pub. It was like in the middle of like a big agricultural area.
Yeah.
So there's lots of farming people, but it was also weird because like we got so many international people coming as well. So it was like
Doing what you guys were basically doing.
or
No, during
mainly
the tourist
just like
season. Like during the snow season.
yeah. So you get all these people. Like we had these people from America at the end of the season. There was 50 of them. They're going to
yeah.
Antarctica for a
Yeah.
trip. They couldn't find any accommodation, so they ended up in our town.
Yeah, right.
Some other, lots of Europeans like coming through as well and stuff. Like, it was cool, but it was really weird. Like all the like agricultural people, like you know what farmers are like. Just,
What? Like what? Say it.
nah, like I don't know. Like you can get some pretty rowdy ones and like clashing with like international.
It's just like a weird
visitors.
mix.
It is a
was
weird mix,
weird.
Yeah.
And then it's also weird because it's like the town is booming during like the ski season,
it's just-
And then it's just
it
dead.
dies.
Yeah.
Like no one's there.
Right.
It was like we picked up this girl from the airport. She came from England and she got a job for the summer. And like, I think in the first like 5 minutes we're like, you need to leave.
Yeah, like this sucks. Like, we were like, why have you chose this? Because she was like, oh, it's gonna be so good, like being in New Zealand for the summer. And I was like, you've picked the most boring town
Yeah, it just like
ever.
yeah.
And then she left, and they hated her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul.
They didn't like her.
No, they hated
Well,
her.
she caused like a ruckus.
She
in
caused a
town.
ruckus.
Like,
Oh,
soon,
Well,
like
she basically had free accommodation. Then was like, oh, I don't want to come.
she's like, I don't want to work here. And then everyone was like, yeah, right. Like first few days, like the whole town knew who she was, like straight away. Like
She was ostracized
Spread.
by the town.
yeah,
Basically.
yeah. So yeah, that happened.
And then we went on a month around in a van.
Yeah, and a
Men with Van.
That started with a problem of
big
the van
problem.
dying.
Well, we kind of knew what the problem was. We just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, we did.
What
So
happened?
we bought a van,
Yeah.
and it was like we
What
very
van?
like hastily. It was like
Like
this
a-
Mazda something.
It wasn't even a van. It was just
It was like a minivan.
Yeah,
It
it
was
had like seats, but we just put them down. And stuff.
Yeah, right.
But we bought it off this bloke, and straight away it was like a bit dodgy. But we just like wanted a car.
Fair
And
enough.
we went in
ASAP,
a bit.
yeah.
We went in a bit hastily, and we didn't do some research.
Rushed in.
Yeah, we didn't like get it checked.
Rookie
It
mistake.
was his fault.
Yeah. It wasn't good. And then got it, and then we went for like our first day trip out to Arthur's Pass.
Yeah, that's right.
And
we-
then on
yeah.
the way back, it just started overheating,
yeah,
and like we just couldn't get up hills.
Yeah,
And it
right.
was just like steam was pouring out. We're like, oh
It's kind
no.
of shit. Yeah,
And
we
then
had to like pull over quite
Yeah,
often.
it was so
just,
bad.
Like we'll go
Just to like
uphill,
cool the engine down.
and
Yeah.
we were just like, oh shit.
And then we did take it to the mechanics, and they literally went, nothing wrong with it.
Oh.
And we were like, okay. So we kept driving, it
That
kept on
was weird,
happening.
Yeah.
And we were like, this car, like we
What, you
knew
just
the car was
ditched it?
done. No, but like we just didn't do anything about it. And then it like kept on coming closer and closer to like the time that we like were setting off for like a month away.
Mm.
And then on the first day, we were driving and it like overheated and like died. Took it to a mechanic and he was like, "Oh yeah, there's a crack in like the piston joint.
Oh.
So like
So
pretty
like,
much the
like
car's
nothing's like
Yeah,
the heat is
right.
dead. Like you may as well
The
just
first ones didn't get it.
no, they didn't
see
find it. And we
Yeah.
took it there twice.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then our first day like leaving town, we were like going to this cool place. It was Akaroa, that little
Akaroa.
peninsula.
We didn't actually end up going there.
We didn't.
But basically,
We
you have to go up
We
this,
actually had a
like,
pretty good
massive
night.
hill.
Though. It was a good night.
It was good. Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
we stayed. Ben made some moves with some Christchurch gals,
Ladies.
and,
Oh.
and then basically our car died because we were trying to go to Akaroa.
We were just
Yeah.
like-
we
we were
didn't
like-
make it up the hill. And by the way,
Oh,
you were
we could
spewing.
have stayed at a hostel.
You were so mad. You were like, "Let's just get over the hill and we will get there."
And then Zach
And
was
I
like,
was
"You're gonna
like,
run up the
like,
hill?"
no, because like we won't be able to get back out, and then
Yeah.
we'll be stuck. Then there'll be no
Yeah,
mechanics.
it was good.
Yeah.
No, the music. No, this was when like 21 Drake's album came out and Metro's album came out, and that's all we
Metro
listened
Boomin.
to.
Just
like
bopping in our
just
car.
like a
all,
theme
like,
song
the
for
whole
the
time.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, so
it was
good.
actually pretty good. Yeah.
It was super good.
Yeah.
But then,
Anyways,
so then the van died.
then
Ben messaged the gals that he
Riz.
met,
Yeah.
rizzed them up, and then we ended up staying
In
at
their
their uni
driveway.
dorms.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this happened to be the last night of uni.
yeah, so there's
Oh,
like
really?
parties
So, like,
happening.
So so in New Zealand,
It's sort of
like
fun.
there's like pretty much just a suburb of all these like uni houses. Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's how like American in that sense.
I really
It's
like
there's
it.
like
it's
those
like uni
towns
culture.
where it's like a uni.
Yeah, like
Like,
Dunedin.
you don't get that in Perth or Australia.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
really.
Because it's just like you go to uni and then.
It's not
you
the
go
same
home.
kind of thing.
But
No,
this
no,
was
no.
cool because then we rocks up and then yeah, there was a party at theirs and then we ended up going to this like not really a frat house, just a house.
Yeah.
And they
Oh.
built like the garage into like an underground club. And that
Really?
It was basically a frat house. We rocked
Right.
up and there was people like passed out on couches.
yeah, it was just couch.
And
There was
then
no like
we walked
furniture or
down,
anything.
and
Just
you walk
couches.
downstairs and it's just
Yeah.
a rave room.
Yeah,
It was pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty
it was
sick.
Did
good
people
night.
know you were like Australian as soon as they met you, or like did they like? Because the accents are kind
They're
of.
Nah.
pretty similar. They
It's
are
pretty similar. I also don't think it's like that big of a difference to like they care.
Nah.
Like if some New Zealand
They'd
people came
probably
here,
get a lot of
you'd be
Australian.
like, cool.
Mm.
Like you came from not that far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it wasn't that big. But it was a good
Yeah.
night.
That was
Very good
yeah,
night.
that was the first night.
And then we found a car.
yeah, we had to find a car like straight
Finally.
away.
Yeah, and then we were trying to sell the car that we had. And
Even though it was broken.
Yep.
yeah.
Were you?
I
Did
sold
you announce that it was broken?
No.
Or
I wasn't
No, no,
happy.
no, no.
I felt really bad, and Zach was like, "No,
No, we were, my mentality was some guy dogged us.
Yeah, but you can't dog someone else.
No. But the thing is,
you have,
I
like-
wasn't gonna dog a private seller, but I was happy to dog like a agency or like a
Dog eat dog world.
like a business.
Yeah.
I was okay. I was okay with like dogging a business.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, fuck 'em.
Yeah, because we were like going around like Christchurch. We were going like, all right, we'll go to this car place and then we'll go to the next car place.
Oh, and they were being so stingy. Like we went to this car place and they like did a test. They like 'cause the thing is, you could drive it and it would be fine. It
Yeah.
was just as soon as you went up like a big hill,
Oh yeah.
it would like overcook.
Yeah.
Oh, and
then-
they had to do that waft test. Remember?
Yeah, and it passed.
Waft test. What's that?
Oh,
Where you
so
just
you
like
ju-
smell
It's
it.
like a no. It's like going over the pits.
Just waft it.
What does it
into
actually
another room.
stand? It's like we did look at what it stands for.
I don't know.
But,
It's basically going over the pits. They just do a check, and it's like you have to get it passed, or
Pretty
your
much,
car's not
yeah.
road. Like
Road
legal.
we were
worthy.
like pretty
Yeah.
scared because like we didn't know if it was going to.
Oh,
make
well, if
or
it
not.
failed, we
Yeah.
would have had to just ditch the car.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what we would have done to ditch the car.
How much did you
We
sell
might have
it
just
for?
We
left
looked
it somewhere.
homeless. Like we were waiting. There was a massive line, and we had to chuck all our mattresses
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
we
We were just
saw
laying
that.
there for like an hour or two, just
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, 'cause
pavement.
we just had all our shit in the car.
Were
pretty
you,
bad.
How much did you sell it for?
500.
For a profit or?
No, it was more. We sold it for over $1,000.
Oh yeah, just to like
no,
a
not for a
scrap
profit.
yard
No,
or
wait.
something.
We bought it for like three and a half.
Jeez.
3.5.
Yeah, we lost it.
Wow, you lost a lot
Oh
of money.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
And then-
we
That was a
sold
bad
it for
deal.
1.5.
Nah, I think less than that.
I think it was 1.7.
Well, how many days later?
No, because I did all right.
Like, So wait, what do you mean?
How many days, like, since you bought it, then did you sell it?
Oh, we had it
Probably
for
a
like a
few
month.
months,
Oh, a few months.
We used it
Oh,
quite a bit.
okay.
We
If it
used
was-
it. We used.
I was thinking it was like a week or two.
No. But then, like, as soon as we went, it was like the first day of our trip when really we should have dealt with it before it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had to sell it, buy a new van, and then we bought the new van,
Yeah,
and then it was happy days. We bought this old 19 like
it was actually pretty
91
sick.
Nissan
Like, it was actually cool.
black tiny van, and it was so sick.
Yeah.
Manual. It was good. It was a weapon.
Like, our setup wasn't very good.
Sleep
but,
in the
like,
back or
Yeah.
snuggle
just
each
a blow,
other.
just a
Literally.
blow-up mattress.
We had
Yeah.
a blow up mattress up, 2 pallets stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
And then just our bags, and that was our bed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
It wasn't that
It wasn't
bad.
Any
that
like
bad.
cooking equipment, or did you just buy food every time?
We had
Ben
like a
was
little
buying
like
food,
gas bottle and like a pot. It was yeah.
But we cooked like
We
cooked
cooked
once.
it once. We had
I
like,
never cooked.
one night. One
Yeah.
night we were
I
just
ate
like
tuna for the entire.
we were being like the
Yeah.
stingiest people. Like this is literally our diet. So like in the morning it would be like honey on
No,
bread.
this is your diet. We
Yeah.
had different diets.
He was just
Yours-
trying to bolt. He
Ben
was
was
just trying-
Ben literally would eat an apple,
honey on bread.
and or honey and a wrap. That
Yeah.
was your breakfast.
That's
And
breakfast.
then it would be
Lunch would be like tuna and bread,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then a few crackers, and then dinner would be tuna on bread.
Yeah. and then mine was tuna,
Tuna,
wraps,
tuna.
tuna and wraps, and tuna and wraps.
They just
And
said
then
tuna
sometimes if I was feeling frisky for dessert,
Whoa.
peanut butter and wrap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
is
we were
frisky.
we're living off pretty much nothing.
Might have
New Zealand's-
died of like mercury poisoning.
I know, that's what I think. I was like literally like I think I had mercury poisoning.
Shit.
I'm not even kidding. For a
Just
month straight,
inhaling
for a
cans
month
of
straight, I was
tuna.
eating 9 cans of tuna every day.
9 cans
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah, I'd have 3 each meal.
What?
Yeah, he would eat a lot.
Wow.
And no, the
It was-
thing is,
that's a lot
see,
more than I was expecting.
they think this is gross. There are many cans or many different flavors of tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get like
There's so
the
many.
mayo and corn and
You
Okay, I
actually
didn't
would
get
have like.
that's the
I
best.
got,
You're
no,
like-
there was tom yum. There was the
What is it?
the peanut
About
butter.
to fall in
Oh,
my
you're
chair.
gone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sunk in
Get a reset.
You actually would have like your mercury levels would have been crazy.
up there.
They probably still are high. I think mercury doesn't leave your body.
It goes straight to your brain.
It goes in through your brain. It passes the
Yeah.
whatever that protective layer is.
The brain-blood barrier.
Yeah.
Just
So
sloshing
it's
around.
just sitting in
You
my
shake
brain.
your head. Do you like hear like a little bit of sloshing?
You can't. And there's dog shit right next to it.
This it's live.
This is
now.
the wilderness.
no,
that's
then-
not dog. That's dingo.
Yeah, dingo.
Dingo.
Sorry. Sorry. We're in the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we travelled around for a month, 2 weeks in the south, 2 weeks
And
in
I
the
it
north.
was no, it was stunning.
Like
I never
scenery,
got bored.
scenery in the South Island was like insane,
Like amazing.
Yeah.
Like it was like white capped mountains, lakes, like clear crystal,
And then
blue lakes.
rainforest.
Drink from the water.
Rainforest, yeah,
then- yeah.
Oh, I don't think we drunk. Oh, we did.
Oh, yeah, we did.
There was so many waterfalls. I think we went to about like 15 or so waterfalls.
You would have got like desensitized to waterfalls after that.
No,
That's how we
no,
showered.
We got
Oh, really?
desensitized to the mountains because when we first arrived in Methven, you could see the mountainscape,
Yeah.
and we were like, "This is so
Yeah.
sick. We're never gonna get sick of this." And then by the end of it, I was
You
like,
just
"Yeah,
get
sick
used
now."
to it. You just like, yeah,
You're
what
like,
the
"Oh,
fuck?
yeah." You're like, yeah, that's
But
mountain.
yeah, no, we showered in waterfalls. Like,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I genuinely think we had 4 showers.
Very aesthetic.
in 4
nah.
months.
Like more proper.
We had a bit.
You're talking
more.
about.
When?
Like,
You're
I
talking
reckon
about waterfall showers or like proper?
No,
proper
showers. No, I mean like we bathed in waterfalls.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
It was
I mean,
cold.
Like,
It was
I mean,
soap
I mean
or-
by like actual showers.
Sometimes.
I mean, yeah.
But
I mean
it-
like actual showers.
it
We
was
had like
like-
4.
Yeah.
But it's just like ice cold water. Because it's all like coming from like the
This
mountains.
is van
and-
life.
Yeah.
That's
It was
like
so sick.
that's a big
Yeah.
aesthetic at the moment.
It was
People like
good.
living in
It
vans.
was cool. I
decking it out.
enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah, but we did a lot. Like we jammed in a lot. Like we
each day.
because I had this like app and we just like do all these like
Yeah, how'd you plan
Scenery.
everything?
I kind of like I did
You
like a bit
Ben
of
made an
planning.
itinerary.
I did
which
like
was
a whole
super good.
itinerary,
Yeah.
which we
We
kind
kinda
of
stuck
went
to
off. We were kind of stuck with it, but like we did sometimes our own
Yeah.
things and stuff. But yeah,
It was pretty good.
yeah.
But we had like destinations that we had to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remembered you almost died when you went. So we did
What?
we did a day hike. We did day hikes out to like huts because they have like hunting huts.
Oh,
And Ben went on a solo one.
oh, yeah.
Oh,
And,
really?
yeah, and he
Yeah.
almost died.
Oh,
We didn't
I
almost
got
die.
lost.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like I had like it was just a night. It was like I enjoyed like because we were in New Zealand. I was like I have to do a few hikes, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, of course.
So like I was like Zach, I'm just going
Yeah,
on this
just some
hike.
self-
Zach
the-
was going to
some
come.
The way
self-reflection
the way I
along
like
the way.
work like was working like we would have shifts and we'd have like a day off every now and then.
Yeah.
And then we'd try to plan something in that day.
So I did it like I left like midday.
And I was
it
meant to
like-
come,
It was like a
but I'd work the
5-hour
next
hike.
morning.
It was like a 5-hour hike to get there, and then I didn't plan it very well because I just like I saw it. I looked like hikes nearby,
Yeah.
and there was one called Cookie's Hut, and I was like,
How far was it meant to be?
it was a 5-hour hike.
Oh yeah.
So it took me 5 hours to get there, but I did get lost for like about half an hour, and I was genuinely scared because it was like right before the sun was setting. So in the mountains as well, like the mountains like overcast, such a big shadow. It was dark like by like starting to get dark by like 5, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Did they
shit.
have any like predators in New Zealand?
No,
Nah.
there's
It
no
was
like big
possums,
mammals.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it was yeah,
You-
but still like I don't want to
So
be.
you weren't worried about getting like attacked.
Nah, it's just cold and like rain.
Yeah.
But
true.
there are like there were big like dog footprints, but people like go there for hunting.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, well they're hunting shacks. They make the shacks for hunting.
Yeah, it's
There's
not
also
like-
like deers and
What do you
stuff.
hunt? Oh deer.
Like deer.
Yeah, it's like
pigs.
hunting all season round. But it's like
moose. Have you seen
I
that?
don't
There's
think they have
apparently
moose.
one moose.
in Fiordland where
Yeah.
we went.
Ah.
Yeah,
at the
Milford
bottom.
Sound, Milford Sound. Yeah,
In Fiordland.
because there's a whole like myth of like the moose.
They
'cause
do, no, there's like they did drop moose like
yeah,
a pack. I don't know, like a herd of moose in
and people
like
still
years
think,
and years ago.
yeah,
Damn.
And people still think there
It's
might
pretty
be
cool,
like
though.
That's
one
hectic terrain. for a
trudging
moose.
around.
yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, and then yeah, I like there was like a hut before, and then because there's all these like orange posts, and I just didn't see them, and I was like, well, so so I started following this like fence line like up on top of these hills, and then I was like, oh yeah, it just doesn't seem right. And then I started to get a little bit nervous.
Panicky.
Because like I didn't have very warm clothes and a sleeping bag, and then I was like, all right, I got to use my environmental skills here. So I like 2 makes. No, I didn't say that right. It was like there was like a river like down below, so I was on the hill, and there was like a valley, and there was, like the river. So I was like, okay, like where are they going to build a hut? Like we're in the middle of nowhere. They
Yeah.
have like limited like resources and shit to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So like, they got to go flat ground. So I went along the river, and then like went around this bend, and then that was the hut.
That must have felt good.
It was good because I was like, holy shit! Like I would, but there was another hut way back, but I was already like a little
Would've
bit
been
of
too
an
dark
hour
and
or
stuff.
so, and it would have been dark.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, it was a cool experience.
Your environmental science skills came in handy.
It saves
Yeah,
you.
river.
Worth the degree.
Yeah,
River,
pretty much.
flat land, hut.
Yeah.
The huts were
was
cool,
good.
but because we did another one. Where did we do it?
Is
That was right before we started, like the.
Oh yeah, it was where they
Yeah.
filmed Lord of the Rings, like in one of
Yeah.
their scenes.
You're
Right-
a big Lord of the Rings fan as
Yeah,
well, aren't you?
super
big,
big Lord of the Rings.
real
yeah.
big.
Yeah, but we made it out there. Ben
I
made me watch it.
forced him to
He
watch
made me
them.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you love them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were long.
they were good.
You just gave him the biggest death stare
Who?
after he said Ben did.
Oh,
Gave you
Ben
a
did,
death
yeah.
stare.
Well,
After you said, yeah, they're alright.
our other roommate Will, he was like massive Lord of the Rings fan. We were just like yapping on about it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Zach
we
was just
were
sitting there.
kids.
Have you read the books?
I actually have. Yeah.
Nice.
I finished it.
The Hobbit as well.
Oh
Yeah,
my! I'm getting
The Hobbit,
flashbacks.
yeah.
This is what it was like, and I was
All
just
the
like,
time.
yeah, so sick.
We went to Hobbiton, like in the North Arm.
That is cool though,
Yeah.
going to Hobbiton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Ben loved it.
it was pretty
It
cool.
It was
would
super
be
good.
cool.
You
I-
found
it
it
was
pretty
fun.
cool.
Yeah, I was drunk. It was so
Yeah.
good.
You went to
So-
Hobbiton drunk.
No, he
Oh
did.
no!
I wasn't. I wanted to
That's
feel
like-
like in
I-
the flesh.
That feels
No.
very like that feels like what the Hobbits would do though.
I know,
Feels
that's what I
very
mean.
in character.
No,
for a
I
Hobbit.
bought-
He had
I
a
bought
whole bottle of
bottle.
vodka.
Yeah.
I was drinking. Yeah, it was good.
No.
And then the
Yeah.
barkeeper then he loved me. He was giving me
Yeah.
drinks. It was good.
Do they
That's
have
pretty
like a like Bilbo and stuff like wax figures or something?
No, they don't.
Nah,
No.
just like, but it's cool. Like all the facts and stuff about the movie,
It was
like
cool.
how like everything was made for the set. It's like one of them was like the leaves weren't the right like
Oh,
tints
yeah,
of
they had
like
it-
green,
they
so
had
they
it
had to
like a
take
tree.
all the leaves off and repaint them all and put them
Really?
all back on.
Mm.
Which is like just like so much detail for like a little bit of
For a
like
tiny thing.
yeah,
Mm.
it was crazy, but I
It's cool
enjoyed
because
it.
they explain like the shots and like perspective. So
Yeah.
they have, like,
Oh yeah,
small
because the
huts.
Gandalf and the Hobbit that wasn't like CGI.
Yeah, it's
that was
perspective.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Pretty cool.
yeah. So they built like some of the Hobbit holes would be very very small, and others would be very very big.
Yeah.
Just to get the right like
Perspective.
perspective. Perspective. Yeah.
What do you prefer, the movies or the books?
I watched the movies before, and then read the books. But movies they're pretty insane.
They have a special place in your heart.
Very, very. There's a big poster in my bedroom of like the second Hobbit. Actually, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the best scenic spot in New Zealand?
Have to be Milford Sound or Nugget Point.
Nugget Point was sick.
Nugget Point.
Yeah.
What is that?
Just
like,
lots of nuggets. Lots of small chunky
It's
people.
like the point of the coast, but then it's like where the point
Nah.
used to go to. So there's this like rock pillars.
Just like
Oh,
coming in.
okay.
Yeah.
Like little rocks kind of sticking out.
Yeah, in like
And they look like nuggets.
yeah, but like we went on like
Yeah.
because the weather's so unpredictable there. Like it'd be raining, and then you'd get. We actually had pretty good weather.
We got so lucky with the weather.
Yeah, so Nugget Point, it was like perfect day, and then like we
Yeah.
went up on this hill, and then like looked over, and it was just like
It was super sick.
blue waters and like green, and it was pretty cool.
It was super
Yeah,
cool.
Milford Sound, that was up there.
Milford Sound was the best.
What is Milford Sound?
Milford Sound is like 2-3 hours from Queenstown,
Yeah,
and it's basically like you go through a tunnel, and it's just basically a valley of mountains.
Just
and, then,
opens
and
up.
it was like
Opens
all
up,
this water,
waterfalls everywhere.
everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
and then those the Kias, the parrots.
Oh yeah, the kids. So they have like these birds that are like well known to just be like basically like little shits.
Yeah,
They just come
right.
and like
Yeah.
mess with cars. They like rip your antennas off. Like
Oh, how
like-
big? Are they big?
they're like
pretty.
they're
It's
sitting on my
decent
leg.
size.
They're
yeah.
like what?
half a
foot?
meter. That
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah. Oh, probably not. They're like
half
that.
a meter.
That's
Oh
like
wait, yeah.
half a meter
yeah.
tall.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, there's like
Wait.
they're like hell cheeky. It's super funny.
Yeah, that was
we
pretty
saw
cool.
one steal a cookie from a shop.
Oh
In our
yeah,
Salters
cookie.
Pass. Yeah. So we were
Yeah.
like they have like a sliding door, and
Yeah.
it ran in, stole the
like
cookie, and
hopped
ran
in,
out.
just took a cookie, and then like
Yeah.
the owner was like, we'll get a later. I just ate it. Yeah, it was
it's
pretty
good.
cool.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
And went on the boat.
yeah.
And
Went on
then-
the boat. They got these Fjordland penguins there, which like only found
In that one spot.
in that one
Mm.
spot. So
Really?
they're like the rarest penguin in the world, because they're only found in that.
Do they look
certain-
cool or are they just like normal?
They have like the
pretty
yellow
good.
whiskers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like Surf's Up.
Yeah, like
Kinda, yeah.
yeah.
They look like that,
But
like the fat one.
Yeah, they're kind of like those.
Cody.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
what's
That
the
is
fat
nice.
one who sings?
It looks like the fat one.
Big
Oh.
Z.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know, the
big-
one that has the necklace. That's like a
the plastic
Chicken
thing.
Joe.
no.
It's just
I don't
naming
know.
any character.
I don't know.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, super cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And then
Oh, and then I jumped into the waterfall.
yeah, that's right.
So basically, on the boat, we went up and around the corner, and there was this massive waterfall. And I was kind of making it a mission to go into every waterfall that we could go into.
Like there was a
Right.
big fence,
yeah.
like,
And there's
like,
a big fence, and basically there's no entry. And I was like, I'm going.
and I was like, I'm not doing that.
Why
Zach,
was it no entry?
Zach was really
Like
rebellious.
danger or
Zach was really rebellious, like this whole trip. Like he just pulled out a
Like,
side that I
was it
never-
getting on your nerves?
It was.
Oh, yeah.
We got on our nerves actually quite a bit. Like
Yeah, we did.
we
The worst one was
He was being too rebellious for you.
Well, yeah,
was.
it started with the waterfall because I was kind of like, I'm coming here once in my life.
Just do
And
it.
then I was like, I want to go into every waterfall, and I like looked at it from the boat, and I was like, that's a sick waterfall.
Yeah.
So then there was a fence.
Like I saw him jump over. I was like,
Ben was
200
Ben's
meters
I'm not
away.
doing it. I was like, come do it. Like,
And
you
I just
live
see this
once.
bush just swaying, and I was like, oh my god.
Why was it fenced off though?
I think
It's like
just,
a
they don't
danger
want you
or-
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
the.
sacred. It's pretty sacred.
I don't think
area.
it's sacred ground.
What about that waterfall? It's like
You
if you touch
desecrated
the
Oh, that
waterfall,
there's a sacred waterfall. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think that one was. They never
it's just,
said it was.
it's,
So
I know
you-
they're just trying to
I
protect
think no.
it.
I think it's to stop people from like going to the waterfall.
So doing what you did
basically.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
And then you
So
did
good.
it again. There was a glacier
there was a
that we went
glacier.
to, and we couldn't really see it. It was just like raining, and then there was a sign saying like three
They
people,
u- they
three
used to-
people died here. Like
there
on
used
a
to be a
landslide.
track to go
Really?
closer to it,
Yeah.
and then there was a landslide, and then
A few people
they blocked
died.
it off, and people tried to go, and they
Jeez.
like died.
And Zach
In a
was like,
glacier, would they be like frozen in it?
No.
Nah,
like,
the
they
glacier was
water
like,
bodies.
why-
it was, like, water came and flooded.
okay.
and they
yeah,
got
it
swept.
shrunk like heaps.
Yeah,
But
they've
so
got
if
photos
like
of it.
where we were is where it used to be, and it's just
Right.
gone way
and it's like
back.
kilometers away.
So Zach saw this sign, and I was like, and it was raining as well. It was just cold.
And so basically, the viewpoint was shocking,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, let's just like the fence was like this tall. I was like, let's step over the fence.
Jeez, that
Walk
is
down the
But
rebellious.
there's so many other people there, and then Zach just did it, and I
In
was
front of
like,
everyone.
I'm
No,
not
you
doing it.
left.
I
Ben
found
was
this.
Ben's like, I'm not doing it. And I was like, come on. let's
I
just,
found
like,
this
go.
tunnel. I went into town, and then there's like this other walk, and I was like, I'll do that. And there's like this tunnel, and it's like,
Yeah, so he left me.
Sounds
He
like
left
you
me.
were too rebellious.
No,
right?
no.
did some caving while you
No,
were
it was
gone.
actually funny because there was like people there, and then like there was this old lady like kind of by the gate, and everyone else was looking at the thing. So I was like, I can definitely go, but there's one lady, and I went up to her. I was like, I don't want you to get like angry or something, but I'm just gonna walk over the fence. She was like, you go. I won't tell anyone. She was so happy. She was
Sounds
like,
like
she
the
was like,
guardian of the fence.
yeah, literally. She was lit. She was like,
Would have been funny if she goes, answer this riddle, and then you can cross.
Yeah, it would be good. But basically, then I went for a hike, and then Ben left,
It's
and then he
cool.
went to this tunnel,
Yeah,
and I almost got
did some
kidnapped.
caving. We did some cool caving.
This
as
is when
well.
we were talking about
Zach has talked about this on the podcast before.
how you went down
You
into
almost
that
got-
cave, and you met that dude.
Oh
And we were
yeah,
saying how like scary it would be if he like.
yeah. I just saw this like other light like way down, and I was like, all right, like I'm not gonna go the other way. So I
Yeah.
just kept walking, and then it's actually it was a nice bloke, had a good chat, and then just he's like, all right, have fun.
Was it too dark to see him, like up close, or?
No,
Did you
you
have
had to have a
lights?
light, but there were like glowworms like way down, so I wanted
Yeah.
to see those, so I saw those, and then I was like, sick.
Were you happy you ditched Zach?
Yeah. Oh. yeah, I enjoyed it. No, but we did the North Island. There was lots of waterfalls, and we did caving. Abbey Caves, I'm pretty sure it was called.
That's the one.
That was
that's
sick.
the caves that I was
Oh,
telling you
where
about.
you float
But-
through.
Yeah, we were
No,
we
no,
talked
no,
about
no,
caves. No, Abbey Caves is the one that we just went caving.
And the other one
randomly.
was
And we were playing, like,
wait,
just-
Waitomo.
Waitomo Cave.
Waitomo. Yeah,
Waitomo Cave,
that was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but Abbey's Caves was cool. This is the cave system we found.
Yeah,
And then we just like snuck through the rocks, went into
Oh,
it,
right.
and just like was in there for a while.
yeah.
And
we
it was
just-
raining. It was so dumb. Like
Yeah,
hindsight.
if it was, they can flood like
Oh,
hell
can
quick.
flood,
If they like
yeah.
flash
Flash
floods.
floods.
Yeah, we would just.
But it was
be dead.
cool, yeah. Like,
was super cool,
We
though.
got to a point where like, because we were wading like probably like close to hip deep, and we're like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're like, yeah.
I'd be
Also,
freaked
Ben
out.
had like a head torch and it died. And then like his phone was about to die. And I
Oh,
was like,
dang.
my phone was like, all right. But I was like, if our phones die,
Yeah,
we're just
really.
dead.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You wouldn't be found either.
Oh, no way.
No,
No way.
Just
we,
be
no,
two
we were
missing
alright.
Australian
we were
boys.
talking about how like caves are like the best way to kill someone and get away with it. Like imagine if you were in Abbey Caves, right, and you just waited around, and then one
Just
day
like hiding
someone
in a corner.
came, like they went in it, you followed them in, killed them. No one's going there for ages.
Yeah, what if they like texted someone saying like, I'm going?
Do you have service in the cave?
Yeah, I guess he should really text people.
Actually,
before
no,
he
they
Yeah,
gotta-
probably safe.
Yeah, but like
thing
who
to
are we
do
gonna
to
text?
people before you
Who are we
go
gonna text?
cave.
My mum. Hey, by the way, going in a cave.
If
Just
I don't
text back.
respond, if I don't
Dead.
respond,
Oh, yeah,
like,
true.
if you don't hear from me, I've died in the cave.
Yeah, yeah,
Send the troops.
yeah.
Send the people. Yeah, but no, it's good.
So then, did anything else really happen in New Zealand, or
Just lots of
No,
Just lots
lots of
tourism.
driving.
Lots of but it was all scenic driving.
Yeah,
nice
so it was
driving.
pretty cool.
and
We-
then well, I was gonna say, and then you did end up ditching Zach
Yeah, you did.
completely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he wanted to go his own way. He wanted to see you. It's a dog move.
Ben wanted to go to Canada.
Yeah,
and
nah.
what made you choose Canada?
Well, one of our roommates, Will. Shout out to Will. If
Shout
you're
out,
listening,
Will.
if you're listening in Scotland, yep.
Scottish boy.
Yeah, so there's this Scottish dude who was working at a pub across the road, which is there were two pubs right next to each other. It's kind of dumb, but and then he lived with us for a week, or a few weeks, because he got kicked out of his house, and then he's like, oh yeah, I worked in Canada, it was pretty cool. So I was like, okay, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
And then it took me a while to find a job, and then the job that I applied for heaps of jobs, and then happened to be the ski resort that he worked at, and he was going back to.
Oh no.
So we got at the same ski resort. So yeah, then I headed to Canada, and yeah.
You had a rocky start to get there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because I remember Zach arrived in New Zealand and was like, Ben is trapped.
I was because I didn't know. So I was doing a flyover in San Francisco for 4 hours until my next flight, and then I got to the boarding, check-in, and then the lady was like, "Oh, you need a visa to get into America for 4 hours," and I wasn't even going to leave the airport.
Yeah.
So then I was like, "Oh shit, I don't have a visa." And then I thought having a proper panic attack.
He actually was.
I don't know why.
I was upstairs, and Ben was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do my boarding thing. Come up, I can see you."
Oh,
and
so
then I just
you're not in America yet. You're still
we're
in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So we're in the airport, and then I'm all parked up, ready, just waiting, and I just get a call, and he's like, "Come down now." He's like, "I need a visa," and he's like, "Wait," he's like,
I was shaking on the ground.
"Yeah,
really?"
I literally walked
why.
up. Ben's there, just he's like, "I don't have a visa," just trembling.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's pretty stressed.
Yeah,
with the flights.
So I just wanted to get there. It's a long flight anyway.
How-
So then, I don't know, 15 hours, say, give or take a few.
Yeah.
Yep. But then I was there for another day, and then I called up Qantas and got my visa, express visa. And then, got to Canada. It was good.
Happy
Enjoyed
days.
it.
Yeah, but it was probably 3 days in the airport until I actually.
3 days in the
Well,
airport.
not in the New Zealand one, but in America and then Canada. So I booked my flight to Vancouver. I should have booked it to Calgary. So I went to Vancouver and then booked another flight to Calgary,
Jeez.
and then I had to wait another half a day until this bus came, and it took me 4 hours to get to this other town, and
That sounds
it
horrible.
was a shit show. But I got there in the end, and then
What town was it that you ended up going to?
this town called Fort McLeod, and I got picked up by this old couple. So this was one of their coldest weeks they had in Canada. It was
Yeah, right.
It was proper minus. When I got out, it was minus 26, minus 27,
Jeez.
Damn.
and I was still in just jeans, puffer jacket, and just normal clothes.
Yeah.
So it was I walked out and it was yep, it's cold.
Freezing.
Yeah, but it was cool. And then they took me to their house, and then they're really nice people. Try some
Wait, who were these people? Just random?
Jim and Marie. Shout out Jim Marie. Yeah, yeah. So they live in this town called Pincher Creek, which is about half an hour from the ski resort I was working at.
Yeah.
So I just sat. This is what they do. They pick up all these people and they stay in their house and then take them to ski resort. They're really nice.
right.
Right.
That's just what they
volunteer,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was cool. Chilled there, and then they took me to the ski resort, and the rest is that.
Do you think it's worth it going to for people to go to Canada and work on those ski resorts? Because you've seen quite a few people do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's pretty popular in Australia. Every Australian's well, not every. It's Australians going in Europe. It's oh, where do you go? Europe. It's cool. But it's lots of Australians go to Canada for the ski season. So there was where I was working, I reckon there was probably 20 or 30 odd Australians that were working there. There was one dude from Perth, and then the rest were from over east and stuff.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, definitely worth it. I was at a really small ski resort, so was everyone when you hear Canada, you go Whistler or Banff or something similar to that. But they're the big ones where it's always busy, very expensive. It's so far hard to find accommodation. But I was at this small one, and it was good because it's all you get is locals coming through.
Yeah.
So you kind of make friends with everyone pretty quickly. It's more community vibe, so it was good.
That's good.
So everyone got along pretty well, and then that
Yeah.
was it. So
Little hub.
yeah,
No, sick.
yeah.
Are you happy about the job that you had there?
No.
No? Shocking?
No. Oh,
Ever be a chef
Could you-
again?
huh?
Ever be a chef again?
No, I don't think so. It's pretty hard. Well, not.
Ben, it was so good when he got the job. He's just he's like, oh, I got a job. And I was like, oh, what are you doing? He's like,
Chef.
oh, I'm a chef hand. And I was like, what? It's like,
But I didn't need any job,
What-
just to
Yeah.
get there.
What kitchen was it for the ski resort? Or
Yeah.
was it for an actual restaurant?
It was so the ski resort was there was a pub.
Yeah.
And then there was like a cafeteria for where everyone like eats, and that's the food that I was making.
Yeah.
It's like burgers and chicken wings and fries and poutines and whatnot. But yeah, it's like it's pretty stressful because like it's just constant doing. There's nothing when it's like not busy. You're always doing stuff, and then it gets busy. So then it's like it's long hours as well, and it's like it's hot. Because you're in a hot kitchen, and then it's just greasy.
Did you just step outside though and like?
Yeah, it was nice. It'd be like you go outside, it's like -20. I'm like, damn, this is nice. And you're like you're there for a minute, and you're like, nah, it's too cold, and then you go back inside.
Yeah,
it was cool.
No.
Yeah, the people I was working with were pretty cool. We had this dude called I was working with this chick called Maria, and then this dude called Pascal. He's like from Chile, but he lived in like Norway for like to do uni. Like he just travelled around everywhere. He's like the nicest bloke you'll meet, and he was like the coolest person. And he was in like Amsterdam like a month ago for like in the Chilean national like gymnastics team.
Oh,
just
right.
just like a little side
hustle.
He does. Like, it's just weird, but he was like such a good bloke. But the people I worked with is cool, but the job itself just too much. But it's cool. You got like free like ski pass and discounts for like drinks and stuff at the pub. And there was staff accommodation, so it wasn't hard finding anything. So
yeah.
Do you get like shouted at, like you know how you watch like Gordon Ramsay and like
No.
MasterChef and everything?
It wasn't
Is
like
it like that?
Well,
Is it stressful like that?
when I first got there was this like old couple who were like the two top chefs, and like they were grumpy, grumpy old people, just complain about everything. They're like, this is their job, and they're just like, oh, I hate doing this. And like, good vibes, eh? And then they eventually just got fired one day. Like I walked into work, and then like Pascal and Maria were like our chefs just got fired. So like we're like, oh okay. It's like, what do we do? But then they got this other chick who came in, and she was good fun. So she made it a lot better.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How was the snow in comparison? Like way better?
Better than New Zealand.
Yeah.
By far.
New Zealand was alright. It was good on the snow days.
I feel you got to compare it to something, because when we got there I was like, holy shit, this is sick. Like,
Yeah. Oh boy, if you haven't seen snow, obviously.
yeah, we're like, oh, New Zealand's cool. And then I went to Canada, and I was like, Canada's like insane.
Way better.
Yeah.
And then I hear other people who've been like skiing, they go like, Japan's like next level to Canada.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you got to kind of compare it. But the snow was awesome. Like, we had some like powder days of like 20. I reckon the biggest one was close to like 30 centimeters over like a night, and you go out and just be fresh snow, like ungroomed.
Are you really good now?
Yeah, like I'm going to X Games next year. Like, I feel like I got my technique like down pat. Like,
Do you go off piste?
What's off piste?
Off the piece, like off.
Off
Like, off the track.
Off the track.
Oh yeah. Like you can go through like trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's where the better like snow is.
The power is,
yeah,
man.
the power.
The power.
But you can do like backcountry. That's like a bit more extreme because
But that's normally skiing, isn't it?
you can do snowboarding.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
there are some like extreme
Yeah.
like snowboarders, but there was that as well. But it like for a ticket for that to go like backcountry was like $700.
Wait, you have to get a ticket.
Yeah, so they take you on this like
It's like a tour.
like a snow machine.
Oh, okay.
And you go up the top of the mountain, and you just drop off like
Jeez.
wherever you want. But yeah, but that's expensive. Like only for like the real rich people.
Yeah.
who
That's
can
like
do
the
it.
helicopter skiing.
That
in,
is scary.
heli
You see
skiing,
those,
that
you see
was
those
cool.
videos, and they're literally like just
Drop
free
out.
falling for ages,
Just
just
do it.
going.
Oh, wow, that sounds sick.
They're like
Yeah.
on top of a mountain,
Yeah.
and then like they just free fall for a bit, and then they start skiing, and it'll hit like another rock that just drops, and then they'll like
Just do
free
it.
fall for
Yeah.
a bit.
Like
Oh,
they don't know.
hectic.
That's like their first run as well. Like they just send it.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't really get another
Yeah,
go
no.
at that.
You probably like
You also,
scout
like,
out the
there's-
mountain.
practice.
yeah,
It's
no.
like you're going straight in.
There's a crazy video of a guy who he has a GoPro on his head. He
Yeah.
falls from the top,
Oh no!
and he's
no.
just he
Rolling.
lives, but he's going and he's about to drop off, and his like the tip of his ski gets like snagged on a rock.
Yeah.
And he just like trips and he just tumbles, and he starts like screaming, obviously 'cause
Yeah.
he's falling down a mountain.
Yeah.
And he's like tumbling, and then he stops, and he's like he's like reaching up, trying to slow himself down.
Fuck
And then he
that.
and then he stops, and you see he's just like on like such a steep gradient. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
The
That's
tumble
pretty cool.
thing is so scary. The videos of when you see someone tumbling,
Yeah.
like it's just like, and it's like so fast. You're like, that would be disgusting. Disgusting feeling.
Any avalanches?
Nah, not. There was one at a ski resort near us. I don't think anyone died though. But like, there was one time like someone was like at the top. There's like a traverse that you have to go across, and then on the other side it's just like rocks and then like a big drop. And someone fell down.
Jeez.
So the ski patrol, they had to build an igloo overnight.
What?
And
Like-
so because they couldn't get him up
On top of the person?
Yeah, there's a built an igloo, and they had slept there the night, and then took him up the next day because they couldn't do it.
Oh, they just slept in the igloo and
as
left
well.
him.
No, he was
with
still
him.
in the
Oh,
igloo.
with him.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
So I'm thinking there's a guy broken on the ground. They went, not
built
getting
an
you out
igloo.
today.
Yeah,
Igloo.
What I thought was there's a guy broken on the ground. They're like, we're not getting him out today. They built an igloo for themselves.
Oh, and he's there.
He just said, no. Yeah, they built an igloo.
dead in the morning. Just frostbite.
Yeah, but they built an igloo like for him, so he could live.
Yeah.
They would just leave him there.
That's right.
Just like, yeah, all right, we'll build an igloo, like stay warm. This guy can die.
Yeah. What was,
But it
what was,
happens.
like, what was like the best thing you did in Canada?
Well, I was in Vancouver for 2.5 weeks. So I did Vancouver for like 7 days.
Working or just chilling?
there. So it was like I was just staying in a hostel and then just explored the city and just get a feeling of it. And then I went to Vancouver Island as well, but I didn't do much. I was really annoyed. I wish I like put more time into it. It was like you kind of need a car to go around.
What's on Vancouver Island?
Just like cool scenery. Just like yeah, just like there's towns and stuff, but like it's just like really cool scenery and like pine forests and then like all these like all the water and there's like all these islands everywhere and it's so cool. I stayed at this town called the Naim. I was there for 3 days. It was so cool. Like I did like a killer whale watching tour and I got to see like killer whales and then
Hunt some moose.
yeah, no.
They do hunt moose.
I don't. Can you?
They do.
No,
I've heard it in
orcas
Canada. Orcas do.
What?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Killer whales are orcas.
Oh, I thought you meant no. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, they hunt
How?
moose.
What? Just
there's
on
a,
the shore?
No, there's like
there's a
these
crossing
moose
somewhere.
swim for some
and they
reason
just wait
across
there.
in the water.
Real?
Yeah.
And the orcas will like they know that they cross there.
Yeah.
And they'll come for them.
That's
It's
pretty
like
they'll
a
kill them.
moose's second top predator is an orca.
Yeah.
It goes like bears to orcas.
That's pretty
Oh no, I
cool.
think it's humans, bears, orcas.
Have you seen how big moose get though?
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
I saw one. I
Did
saw.
you see-
It was my. It was
Did you try
my.
to touch it?
No. But they're fucking. They're
They're massive.
big animals. Like big.
Would you see like a wild one or just like in captivity?
Yeah. It was like. It was probably my.
Chained up.
I think it was
a
like.
dog.
Just a pet moose.
Yeah.
It was like it was my second or third day, and I was going to the ski resort, and then I was like asking like Marie, I was like, oh, like what kind of animals do you get around here? It was like she's like, oh, you get all these like, do you know those like mountain sheep? They got those there. It was pretty
Mountain
cool. I didn't see.
sheep?
I forgot what they're called. Like tars.
Oh, tar.
I don't think they were tars, but something similar.
Right.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then like bears and wolves and stuff.
Yeah.
See a bear?
I wanted to see a bear, but
Really?
I was genuinely scared because like.
Did you carry bear spray?
No. But they're hibernating like during the season.
Yeah, right.
But I was still like pretty scared because like when it was starting to spring, the snow was melting. Like there's a few like walks and stuff like around like the mountain. I was like, if I just go by myself and I see a bear, I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what if this big like bear just came? I'm like, oh.
That is kind of
I think
freaky.
you're just dead.
Would you?
pretty much.
Yeah. Do they like? Can you carry guns in Canada?
Nah, you have to have like
A license.
Yeah.
Couldn't just get a Glock.
nah.
Yeah, that's why they carry like mace and stuff.
Yeah,
for, like
bear.
bears.
There is like bear spray and
Yeah.
Or like a bear whistle?
maybe.
I don't know.
I think there might be. But apparently it's like with black bears you're meant to like
You run.
no
Climb a tree or something.
No, black bears you run.
Black bears-
Brown bears you stay still and lie on the floor.
black bears are smaller, yes.
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
black
no,
bears
one
will
of them,
follow
no, black
you.
bears. One of them you like make clapping noises and stuff, like
I think
make a lot
that's-
of noise.
Oh, I think that would be black bears.
And the
as
other
well.
ones that stand still and just stay low.
And just
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah,
Brown
don't
bears
die.
will
Spray,
like
yeah, pretty much.
yeah. If they're like not interested in you, they'll just like rough you up.
Yeah.
Or it's like what's that movie?
Revenant.
It'll be like that.
Oh,
and you
that's
just
a good
mauled.
movie. Yeah.
And then black bears, yeah, you have to scare them.
'Cause black bears are a
follow
lot
you
smaller,
apparently.
yeah.
Apparently, like if you just
Get
like try to
food.
walk away from black bear,
Yeah.
they'll just keep following
Oh,
you.
like tracking you down.
Yeah, they'll track you
But
down.
they can spell like if you leave like food and shit around. If you have food,
So
they,
if you really wanted to see one, you could just like
Yeah, you should've
rub
made a
yourself
bait.
with meat.
or
Just bait
peanut
yourself,
butter,
yeah.
and just let them lick me.
Are they actually or honey? Are they actually like Winnie the Pooh?
Oh.
Is that? Yeah, bears do eat honey.
Yeah, I think they do. They like raid
What type of
hives
bear
and stuff.
is Winnie the Pooh?
What type of bear?
Yeah. honey bear.
It's yellow.
He's a yellow bear. He's a sun bear.
No, some bears are
Some
black.
black with like white.
Long tongues
I
as
don't
well.
know.
Nah, he's just a bear. It's
just
kid
a bear.
show. Who
It's
cares?
I was just asking, you know.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a honey bear.
That's right.
Do you look at when you go to these places? Do you like feel like you look at nature and everything differently because of your environmental science degree? Do you have a yearning to learn about it?
It is pretty cool. Like coming from like the Australian bush, growing up in the Australian bush. Yeah, it's cool. Like different like landscape and different like what stuff like lives there. Like it's not as diverse as Australia, but like it's still
Really?
pretty cool. Like being in a
Yeah.
different climate and ecosystem.
How far along until you got sick of the cold?
Did you get sick of it?
You kind of got used to it. Like at the end of the ski season, when it started like warming up a little bit, like it'd be like minus like 5,
Yeah.
minus 4, and it would be like, damn, this is nice. Like
Right.
it was like it'd be cold, and then the sun would be out, and the sun would like it's still cold. Like not like you're outside and it's still cold, but like it actually felt nice.
Yeah.
But like yeah, it does get cold. But it's like you're indoors a lot of the time.
Yeah. So Canada was
sucks.
colder than New Zealand?
Yeah,
So
yeah, a
you
lot
notice-
colder.
You know how we were saying before when you first
Oh
went to
yeah.
New Zealand?
Oh, were you already acclimatized?
Were you already acclimatized to the cold? Cold
No.
or did
Or
it
was it-
shrink when
it-
you walked out in that
You got
minus
shocked.
27? Was it inverted?
Yeah, it wasn't even there. Nah, it was. Yeah, it was a
Cold
lot
snap.
colder. Probably like another 20 degrees colder.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it didn't get
sounds
to
disgusting.
minus
I don't
very
think.
much
Yeah.
in New
no
Zealand,
way.
but yeah.
Well, New Zealand is like cold actually on the mountains because it's all like there's no snow really.
Nah,
Well, not a lot on the flat.
nah.
Yeah. But like Canada, you're actually in the mountains. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But then
the Rockies.
in the Rockies. But then you got
Correct.
sick of Canada.
Huh?
And you went to the warmth of Costa Rica.
Yeah, I
Costa Rica.
bit
Costa
out.
Rica.
I don't
What-
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
What drew you to Costa Rica?
Yeah, because you didn't really have a plan.
Seems like a random kind of place to choose as
Oh,
well.
I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like
When did you also decide? Because you didn't know what you were doing.
it was probably like February that I decided to go to Costa Rica.
Hmm.
It's like the ski season finished in April, so I kind of wanted to plan like what to do. So I was like, Costa Rica sounds pretty cool. So yeah, but it's like I really want to see it. But there's like so many like animals and cool shit that's there.
Hmm.
So yeah, I did that from Canada. Went
Did
to
you-
Costa Rica.
Did you work in Costa Rica or just
Oh,
touring?
just volunteer work for like a month.
so you don't
like,
get paid?
I did like, no, I didn't make any money. No.
Yeah.
What did you volunteer for?
I was like at first I thought it was like a turtle place.
It was not.
Fake turtles.
Yeah, right.
But the photo was like turtles, and I was like, this is cool. But like,
How did you find the website?
Just people in
well,
V-necks.
it's this thing called like World Packers. You pay like a yearly thing.
subscription or
Yeah,
something.
so there's like you look up all these things in Costa Rica to volunteer for.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like, oh, this looks cool. So I applied and then I got the job. Well, not the job, but I got
Accepted.
and then, yeah, just went to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So it wasn't turtles. What
Oh
was it?
yeah. There were turtles there. There were leatherback turtles. Like it was like the nesting season, and so you go out on the beach in the night. It was like the whole section. So like where I was is a place called Bakwari.
Yeah.
And to get there, it was sort of like San Jose is like the capital. And then it got picked up by the guy Roberto. Shout out Roberto.
Shout out Roberto.
And it was funny because I was like just translating everything to Spanish, and when I met up with him, like he didn't like spoke little English.
Yeah.
So it was so hard communicating with him. But there was these two girls who were in the car as well. One from Spain, one from Chile. They spoke pretty good English, so I got along with them pretty well. Then we went to this. It was kind of weird because like he picked me up at like 10 in the morning. He's like, oh, and then like through translation, he's like, "Yeah, I got a few things to do, like just around get a few like supplies and whatnot." So like, all right. So I got to like 6 o'clock, and I was like, "All right, are we gonna head to this place yet?" Like, because it was in the middle of the rainforest, and I was like, it was probably like a 3-hour drive, and I was like, I don't really want to rock up to the rainforest at like 9 o'clock at night. So it got to 10 o'clock. We were at his like, I don't even know, his like, uncle's and auntie's house, and they cooked us like dinner, and it was quite nice. It was really funny. There's 20 people in this like just tiny house, like just a baby and like, babies crying and like dogs outside like barking. I was like,
Was it like hell weird for you?
it was weird because like everyone was like speaking Spanish, and like, these two girls like I was trying to like communicate and talk about English things.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, cool.
What was the food? Was it good?
They have this thing called like rice and beans is pretty like big over there. So pretty much every night we had rice and beans.
Yeah.
And breakfast. They had like this thing called, I think it's pinta. It's like eggs, rice and beans. That's like staple breakfast diet.
Yeah.
So it was quite nice. But
Better than the tuna and wrap or
nah,
something?
they don't like tuna over there. Nah, they hate it. But yeah, then it got to like 10, 11 o'clock, and he's like, all right, let's go. So we got in this taxi like in San Jose, and it was like 2-hour drive to get to this town, and you go down this dirt road for about half an hour, like through all these like farms and stuff, and you get to this like jetty, and like it's in the like this is the beginning of the rainforest, like all the farms, and then like just rainforest, and it was cool. It was like in the middle of the night, like in a rainforest, like
Yeah, super sick.
so then we waited there for like another half an hour, waiting for someone to pick us up in a boat. And this time it was like 1, getting close to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, right.
And then the boat came, and then it was cool, like just going through the rainforest like, in the night, and then you look up like clear sky, just stars and everything. And then we finally got to the camp at like 3 in the morning, and then
Great. You would have been knackered.
I was like, we were all dead. Like,
Could you see well? Or
what do you mean?
like, could you see because it's 3 in the morning? Could you see in the rainforest at all? or
Not really, but we had like torches, like,
Yeah.
but that's all. And then when I woke up, that's when I like saw everything, and I was like, "This is pretty cool." It's in the middle of like it's kind of like an island where we were. It's like the river came in, and then like the river like kind of wrapped around and like cut this bit of land off. It was like really long, but yeah, it was super cool. Like just being in like the middle of nowhere for like a month, just on the beach, and just doing nothing during the day, and then.
So you stayed in that rainforest for like a month?
Yeah.
That's super sick.
It was
But,
cool.
like, what was like the work there? Like, were you working? In a sense?
Yeah, so it was like we would help out the school. There's a school of 3 kids there. not much.
Yeah.
But
And, like, what would you do? Like, teach English?
no, so we played like baseball with them in the morning.
Oh, just like chill out with them.
Yeah,
basically.
for like
Oh,
half an hour or so, and then we'd go off and do like activities. Like we'd help the school like clean the grounds, like coconuts and shit, and
Yeah.
we'd, like rake and stuff. Some mornings we just wouldn't do anything, just like wake up, eat breakfast, and then
Just chill.
just like you got the beach there, and you go swim. There's hammocks and just
Wait, so you just do nothing for the whole day?
yeah, and they had
What
that.
did you do like that? Did you do like a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we wanted
But, like,
to.
did you like go like exploring, like heat?
Yeah, so on this like stretch of like the island, there was our volunteer place, and there was another one called Projecto Pecuari, which is like just focus on the turtles. So there's like 20, 30 odd people there, and then there was like 3 of us in our volunteer camp.
Yeah.
So we hung out with them, but there was a lot of beef between our project volunteer and the other one. And I didn't understand this until like last week, and then the girls told me, and they're like, yeah, like everyone just hates each other on this island. And it kind of ruined the whole vibe, as I was just sitting there, was like didn't understand a single thing.
Yeah, right.
And then like there was one point, like one morning, like there was, like some dude, like it was like lots of it's pretty common for like people to steal like turtle eggs.
Yeah.
So some dude like was accusing another guy of stealing eggs, and like held him at machete point.
Jeez.
And like everyone was like watching, like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like machete point, they're just yelling, and we're like, yeah, shit. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is it like there's no? You're in the middle of a rainforest.
Yeah.
Like there's no consequences for holding someone at machete point, is there?
You could just die, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was weird. It's like feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, but there's like people living everywhere in the forest. Just
What is like
in houses or in like
just like yeah,
just in
it
trees?
was like yeah, like little shacks and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it was weird because like it was actually my birthday, and then like there's a few people like living like around where we were, because all they lived off the land, so they
Yeah.
get their own food, fish, and eat.
Yeah.
And there was like this tiny little like bar, with like lollipops, packets of chips
nice.
and beers, which is good because like most nights, everyone from both volunteer places would go, a few drinks and dance and whatnot, and then go to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my birthday, and then we went to that bar. Someone goes, "Oh, there's another bar like 10 minutes down the river." I'm like, "Okay." And then so we got on this boat, and this dude named like Freddie, he was like the boat driver in the area, and like he took us, and it's just like this house, and at the back a few chairs, and they had like a disco ball and like a speaker, and it was just like full like Spanish music. It was pretty cool. And then he got like really really drunk, our boat driver. And it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and we're like, all right, let's go home. And I was genuinely scared because he was like flying around like these rivers, just going around. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Drunk
Did he
driving.
go like hunting for like any animals and stuff?
Nah.
What? Like you didn't eat
I'm
crab?
trying to protect it.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, but
I got
like
held at machete point
yeah,
for
but
taking
that's, I
turtle
don't mean
eggs.
like I don't mean like hunting for like turtles, but like fishing or like.
Oh, we did. No, we
Like,
didn't
there
go
was heaps
fishing.
of crabs everywhere.
Yeah,
The photos you
there's
sent.
crabs, like-
Did you eat any crabs?
Nah.
What?
There's crabs in my bedroom,
Yeah, I know.
in my
In a
pants.
video of him. Did you sleep in a hammock?
Nah, it was like these. They made these own like bunk beds.
Oh right,
Yeah.
because there's a video of Ben in a hammock and there's like a crab climbing a wall next to him.
Yeah, but yeah, no. So we had like mosquito nets. It was like I was legit like covered like head to toe in just like ant bites, mosquito
Yeah.
bites, whatever. Like it was bad. Like I had scars like everywhere. Just like I'd be itching constantly.
Yeah.
It was I was kind of dumb. I walked around like barefoot and I'd just get bit by ants like all the time.
Yeah.
Which is
Did you have when Zach
Oh,
came back from New
sandflies.
Zealand? He had
Oh.
sandflies.
What was worse?
stuff. Your foot was like
Oh, I had
weep.
like
It was
welts.
pus and
I had
blood.
welts.
I forgot about
his whole
sandflies,
like,
yeah.
leg
I still
was
have
just
scars
disgusting.
on my
Yeah.
legs from
I
it.
wrote
It was
something.
so gross.
I wrote something down like the worst things about New Zealand was like the sandflies. Like,
Yeah.
I forgot how bad they were. They were like
It was terrible.
they would come and just
I think they're the
bite
worst
you.
insect.
What are they? Are they just normal flies that
No,
can
no, no,
bite
they're
you, or-
tiny. They're literally like the size of
Yeah.
like a needlehead.
Jeez.
Not a needlehead, like a what is it? You know the needles
Pinhead.
Pinhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Is a pinhead like the little circle on top of a pin, or is it the actual needle point?
I think it's the needle point.
No, okay. Well, the like little circle that you get on top of those like pins.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it was tiny. But yeah, they're just everywhere, and you just like look down, your legs would just be like covered with little black dots,
Jeez.
and then they're just flies and they're biting you.
Yeah, it was
They're terrible.
Yours are, you would wear socks, take them off, and, it would be
there'd
stained
be blood.
with blood.
That's because I was like itch them though.
It was so
Yeah.
gross.
That's pretty bad, man.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
You
good.
should get that checked out.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all. Not good at all.
Yeah.
But then after Costa Rica, you came
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
then-
after volunteer place, did like 2 weeks backpacking and then
Mm.
had
Backpacking around Costa Rica? Or?
yeah, it's pretty cool. But I had like
Didn't you get food poisoning?
what's it called? That Nadia, the
The runs.
do you know? It's like a waterborne disease,
Oh, okay.
and I didn't know it. Was
You
like-
know you had it.
So you
Well,
had basically really bad barley belly.
yeah, for a week and a half, just
Oh.
constant, just
draining.
liquid. I didn't like piss for like 3-4 days. It would just go straight out the other
Going
end,
out the other end.
just like water.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Like a water gun.
Yeah, it was because I was trying to like. It was like that velocity, like and strength.
Do you ever see what distance do you think, like if you bent over, what distance do you reckon you could hit?
I reckon I could get 4 meter mile.
4 meters.
my
No, it was like
That's powerful.
Dude,
that would
that's
take out a
crazy.
small child.
it was so bad because it's like the Nerf like water gun.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
like a
with my-
super soaker.
She's with my ass. It's like- but yeah, no,
That'd ruin a kid's
That would
party.
how are you getting around? Were you like driving?
it was
around?
hard because like the only way to get around was like on this public bus.
Propel yourself
Did
from
you
your
shit
butt.
yourself at one point?
I nearly did.
You know
So
that's alright.
I was like, where I was in Costa Rica was like near the bottom, and then I went into like Panama for 4 days, and I
Yeah.
went to these islands, called Bocas del Toro, and they're really cool. It's like a party town, but I was like really sick at the time, so I
Yeah.
just
Shitting
Didn't
yourself.
party.
yeah. So I was in this hostel, like I booked a hostel like out of the party area because like I just wanted to like sleep and rest, but I also wanted to like do things like while I was there. I wasn't gonna do nothing.
Mm.
But yeah. So there's this boat tour. There's this boat tour that takes you around to like few of the islands. So like you go to this bay where you see these dolphins, and then take you to this like snorkeling area. You go snorkeling, and then you go to like this island, and it's just like small, like it's just like picture like a tropical island, palm trees, white sands, clear water. It was like that.
Yeah.
And you go there for like a few hours and walk around, and like I was trying not to eat a lot or like drink a lot of water, but no matter what happened, it was coming. So
How regularly?
it was probably like on good times it'd be like 3 hours of nothing, but most of the time it'd be like every hour or so.
Wow.
So
That is a bummer.
we got off this island, and I was clenching. I was like, I have to go. But this island was packed because there was so many like tour like guides like going around onto this island. So like you could walk around this island. There was a section where it was just like trees and stuff. And I was like, oh, I gotta go. So I just waded in the water and just went for it. Just went for
You would
it.
have been like a squid.
And then I hear these voices down, and then these two chicks were coming down. I was like, oh shit. So I quickly pulled up my pants, and I was just like, just said hi, and then they walked off, and I just had to go again.
They would have seen.
Was it like brown stains around you? Or?
Yeah, well, you would have smoked.
I was trying to do that with the current, so it would drift out, so you couldn't really see it. But it was so bad. Like some days, I went to this other island where you could walk around it just for the day, and I'd have to stop like every like half an hour and just walk into the water and just let it. Like it was really bad. Like,
How many times do you reckon you went in the water?
The first time was like, I never done an aqua shit before. Until then.
Aqua shit.
And then it happened, and then I was like, this is the only way.
Preferred method. Do you even need to wipe after? Because like, it's almost like the water does it for you.
Kind of. I kind of like grabbed a bit of sand and just like... just in case. Because you don't want to, like, you just got to be careful.
Doesn't that hurt?
A little bit. But, like, if it's like a loamy sand... Like, no, but like... You had to do what you had to do to survive. So, yeah, that happened. But it was cool. I enjoyed Panama in the end, so... But the bus rides were the hardest because, like...
You couldn't stop.
Because everyone catches a bus there, and because it's so humid, like, you just sweat. Like, so this bus would be packed, and you'd just be sitting there like this for, like, a few hours.
Yeah.
And, like, I'd, like, probably need to shit myself as well at the same time. So it's just like
just
it was just the worst combo. It was just the worst combo to be in. But yeah, good experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's like what was the best? Let's say out of all your travels, like most
rank
scenic,
the countries.
Yeah, rank the countries first. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Like in the entirety, like the people, what you did.
I reckon New Zealand been number one.
Oh, really?
Damn,
I enjoyed it a lot.
Because of Zach's company?
Yeah.
Or because his rebelliousness brought it down a bit?
Yeah, a lot. I don't even know. I don't know. I enjoyed everything. Like, I don't want to rank it. It was like...
You have to.
The
question is there.
Oh, shit.
So New Zealand's one.
Yeah, and then I'll do Costa Rica and then Canada.
Then Canada.
Okay, so Canada's...
They're not like... They weren't bad at all. Like, they're all good. But like, for what I did, like, the activities I did and stuff, it was pretty cool.
What about, like, people-wise? Who are the best people?
I reckon New Zealand. Again. Like,
New Zealand's running strong.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, people, like, it's so easy to get along with.
Is it because it's more similar? Like, they're quite close to Australia.
Pretty similar. Like, same, like, kind of culture, except rugby.
And they love drum and bass, and Ben...
Yeah.
Fiend.
They're a big drum and bass
fiend.
I like it.
And then what? Canada or Costa Rica?
Yeah, Canada. They're pretty nice people. And then Costa Rica, you get someone like
dodgy
people.
machete.
Was that also because
waving
there's like a
people.
language barrier?
And language barrier.
Did you find you picked up a bit of Spanish?
Yeah.
Mucho gusto.
Would you like me to perform some?
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you want to perform.
All right. I don't know. I've been doing like Duolingo like every like 2 weeks, and I just forget. So like, say like hi, you go like mucho gusto, mi nombre, or mi llamo, Benjamin. They say Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Bank.
Yeah, and then you go, and then they go,
Bank.
and then like when you go get a beer, like uno cerveza, por favor.
That means please.
Yeah. Muchas gracias when they give it to you. That's pretty much it. Not very good Spanish, but and you go like I learnt like when you eat food.
You must know the one for toilet. toilet, por favor,
El
por favor,
baño, el
please.
baño.
I beg.
So like, like el baño. It's like donde está el baño? Baño.
With pace, with haste. El baño, ¿dónde está el baño?
Where's the toilet? I need it with haste.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like I know the basic stuff. You get around with the basic
Yeah.
stuff, and I learned like
Enough to get by.
Like, it was good. Like when I was like, because like my volunteer dude, he was Spanish, and then the cook, we had a cook with us. He was Spanish as well, a bit of English, and then the two chicks, and there were a few other people who came along like for a week or two and then left. They're all pretty much Spanish. So I picked up, like, I could start to understand in sentence, like, words and kind of pick up what they were saying.
Yeah.
But, like, that was it.
To see if they were talking shit.
Yeah. Well, they were in the end. But I just didn't know. But, yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
So.
Do you find yourself, like, almost bored now that you're back?
Longing for the adventure.
No.
Longing to get
it's
back
kinda
out
good.
traveling?
It was, like, first week, we went to Exmouth. I went to Exmouth, like, for a week, like, a
Straight
few weeks
away.
getting back, and I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Because I can. Yeah, but it's, I don't know, I like having a bit of like routine, going to work, going to the gym, and then get home, then go out on the weekends. But I don't mind it. It's good being back in Perth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to be back in the bush.
Back in the bush.
Bush.
Where you belong.
Yeah.
Back in the land.
Do it, man.
Yeah.
Finding the Australian flora and fauna.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, look at it.
Beautiful. Right,
Beautiful.
well, I think it's time for
I think it's
for the best segment.
The only segment. Yeah, what
How
is it?
dare you?
It is the only segment. I asked you before.
Well, technically, this has been a segment.
It's been one big segment.
And then there's the second segment. The
Go.
favourite segment.
All right, go. I kind of know what it is, but I don't know where it's happening.
Well, we have to set it up.
Okay.
Right behind us.
Right behind
I'm
us.
not doing it in there. I'm not doing
Ice
it in
pond.
there. I'm not doing it in there.
In the
Ice
pond.
pond.
No, I'm not doing it.
With sewage water pouring
I'm
in.
not doing
Yeah.
that. That's fucking disgusting.
Dude, this is your local water
I
hole.
don't give a fuck. I'm not going there.
Alright, we're back with the ice bath segment.
Yes.
Ben is standing here very nervous.
Yes.
Zach, get the ice. Pour it in.
You keen for this, man?
Yeah, not bad, eh?
Not bad, eh?
It's gonna be cold.
We've been waiting around for a while.
Yeah,
It's-
it's too long. You guys are so
We're
unorganized.
building suspense for you.
I don't rate this podcast. Do I get in?
Yeah, you get it. Get it.
Naked?
Yeah, get it naked.
All the viewers?
Yeah.
Alright.
Tense.
Yeah.
That was a good throw.
That was a good throw.
Alright.
All right, get in, mate.
So what we're going to do, you're going to get in the ice bath. We're going to ask you a series of questions.
Yeah, you didn't tell me how many.
A few.
It's just a couple, you know, just some questions.
And you have to fully submerge your head.
If you get it wrong, when you get in, make sure you duck your head
If
under.
I don't want to get in.
Well, you're getting in.
You're getting in.
You're getting in, mate.
Give me a bit of space.
I have to mic you.
Yeah, we'll go that way.
What do you mean?
No, I just want a bit of space. Oh,
You should've touched
fucking hell. How should I do it? Head first?
No,
so
no.
you got legs in.
Go legs
and
in.
then you tuck into a bowl.
Yeah.
But as soon as it hit like that point, you know.
have to go fast. That's what I mean. You legs in straight away, drop, drop down.
Okay.
I keep thinking I'm getting bit by stuff.
Alright, can I have some space? Like, I actually just want some space. Because if I freak out, you could give me a panic attack.
All right.
Alright,
Get it.
All the way, head under.
Oh, yeah.
Go. Head, under.
Get your head. Get your head.
Go.
I was going to answer the question. It's freezing. Oh, can I see like this?
Go, get lower.
Get lower.
Get lower.
Get lower. Get lower.
Get your arms under. Arms under.
I can't. I'm in the bar. I'm in the bar.
Lower. Right, then. Alright. What is the state bird of Western Australia?
The spinebill.
No.
Black swan. Idiot.
I'm a reader.
What is the capital city of Canada?
Ottawa.
Correct. What is the national animal of Costa Rica?
Oh, you can't. It's some bird, isn't it? I don't know.
No, it's not a bird.
I don't know.
It's a sloth.
Punish him.
Which
Punish
one?
him.
Punish him. We've been forgetting.
No, you have to. Get in. Wait, I need to put my eyes. Here, hold that. Hold that.
No, can I get out?
Get lower,
I'm fucking freezing.
Get lower. It's just a little bit.
Oh my god. Alright.
Sorry, I need to break up the ice. Where's my phone?
You seem struggling a bit.
Crazy. Oh, okay, keep answering.
I'm sorry.
Go suck.
What is your biggest weakness?
What
What is it?
I don't know, getting an ice bath.
It's the cold.
The cold. Yeah. What is the biggest regret from your travels?
I don't know.
Think.
Not traveling more.
Yeah, that's a
Punish him. Punish him.
Look at eyes. As an environmental scientist, sorry, is climate change real?
Yes.
Yes. No, explain it. Go on. Explain it.
It's good.
It's good. What do you mean it's good?
It's happening. There's season fires and shit in Hawaii. Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, but
Come on, it's fucking crazy.
Okay. How long do we have left? What are your predictions?
I don't.
How long do we have left?
Can I get out?
How long do we have left?
I don't know. Like 2020.
How long?
No, punish him.
That's it.
Right?
That's shocking.
Hold this. Hold this.
Okay, punish him. Oh, it's alright. Alright. How long does it take for a banana peel to break down?
I don't know. These are the shittest questions.
It's 2 years. Does Zach have
Get
to
your
come
arms-
to the barbecue this afternoon?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay.
Wrong answer.
That's
a wrong answer.
Do Cadbury flakes melt in the microwave?
Yes? No.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
No, you're incorrect.
Give him some ice. Ice him.
Alright, and lower. You have to get lower. Further in.
I can't.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, well now you just sit here for a bit. The Cale and Zack Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast.